Hey folks, we're here to talk about fixing trailer axles. What we have is a 7,000 pound 18-foot tilt axle trailer that the axles had bent and would not longer take too much more weight. We've done flipped it over. I'm going to tell you a little bit what we've been doing. You can see that we've towed the axle back in. We're going to line the tires, check it on either side, tire to tire. Generally, when you're doing this, you want to tow your tire in a little bit further before, so when you weld and take the tension off, it won't be off. Kind of tell you what we've done here, and if anybody's interested in doing this, I went down to Orsolin's or Trailer Center, and I got these brake mount hubs. Now what I did was just weld a piece of plate across the opening. Now this is generally where it goes through the axle, mounts onto this back plate. But what we did here is, you can see that we spaced out with some nuts. Not the greatest thing, but we spaced it out, put this rod through the center of it, and that keeps that offset from bending. Also, I moved the axle to the bottom of the spring, which is the top right now, and the bottom rod is where the original axle went, so it's still gonna give me plenty of clearance. In between, you can see I welded it once, and now this is how far I've gapped it out, and I'll just re-weld that here in a few minutes. But you can see how we put these brackets that I got for $7-8 at Orsolin's. I bought 4 of these. I bought a couple saddles that you can see here. The saddles here. I re-welded new saddles in, and I get U-bolts on it. Basically, we're taking a 7,000 pound trailer, turning it back into a 10,000 pound trailer. And don't ever say it's a 7,000 pound trailer, because I found out that these springs here, when I went to go get springs, those were barely 1,400 pounds a piece. I wouldn't have put it at 7,000 pounds. Yeah, it would have been pushing its max weight all right off the bat. So I got 25 pound springs from the front. I think these were about $40 a piece. Like I said, at your Orsolin's or your Tractor Supply Center could have them. An entire retro conversion is going to be running around $250, maybe more, to turn your 7,000 pound trailer into a 10,000 pound trailer. Now, just giving you a warning, most trailers have a 7,000 pound tag on it, but usually I like to have a lot of extra when I do put 7,000 pounds on here and it's not maxed out. Then it tows better. But basically, you can see what I've done here. I took the original axle, moved it to the top, put a new saddle on it, bought these spacers, spaced it out from the original brake mount, and then added a pipe between it. And you can see where I welded it, and that's how far it gapped out when I bent the axle back down. That'll straighten up my axle. And then that's primarily it. There's not much more. I put a 90-ton, or that's 20-ton jack, I think. Yeah, 20-ton jack. It won't take much. Put your chain around either end, put it in the middle, just crank down on it, tow it a good inch or more past your normal straight and level, and you can measure from wheel to wheel, inside and inside. That's what I'm going to do to make sure that it's square, but I'm going to give it a good inch, and then when I take that off, that should snap back to about original, to where it should be. That's kind of about it. It's 7,000 pound to a 10,000 pound trailer. Get you some way to flip this your trailer over, and then the rest of the work is fairly easy. All I did was some miscellaneous pieces from the Tractor Supply, run longer bolts through it, nothing more. That's how you beef up a trailer. And I'll give you more pictures later on after I get it finished. Any questions, leave in the comment. Thanks.